This gonna be a good one. We gonna get into today. Uh, yeah, this was one of my this was this was a mind blowing experience right here. I must say it was mind blowing. You know, like I forgot how many grams I took on this day. Like I literally forgot. I don't know how many it was, what it was, or how I don't know how many it was that I took on this day. But this was the one where I basically I became this Anunnaki entity, and oh my God, it was just mind blowing. It was mind blowing. I said it's crazy how the mushrooms will have you in, like, you hear about all these different realities, and you know, and you hear about existence, you see all this stuff that they wrote in the past, you know, about Enki, Enlil, and then, you know, before you even get to knowing these things, sometimes you have these mushroom experiences, and it puts you in the seat of seeing those things. Like, this is one of those experiences. This is that one that put me in the seat of being an Anunnaki creature. So it was like one of the wildest experiences I must say that I've had. It was one of the wildest ones. It was beautiful at the same time because oh, let me get this ready, because the experience, I think it just lasted so long. Like, this was like one of them longer experiences that I had. It seemed like I was just in there forever, and the entities, like, it's wild because, you know, a lot of people have experiences and they don't really become the entities that they're seeing or that they're visualizing, that they're looking at. And like, at the end of my experiences, like, you know, later on in the experiences of diving in so much, that's what I started to do. I started to become these entities. So this is gonna be one of those right there, to where I'm gonna show you, like, you know, and I'm gonna kind of explain it, what I was seeing, because like I even seen like this guy that was like the atom, like the first atom, that the first man that was created. But that man that was created this place right here, because with him it was like it couldn't be no other one created. And like we just talked about this the other day, and I'm glad I found it, because like I go in the archive, I said, and you know, when you come in, make sure you hit the like button. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. What's up with it, ET? But I got a lot of videos that I got turned off on YouTube, and like the people that got channel subscriptions, I'm about to open like all the videos I got turned off. I'm gonna open them up for people that got channel subscriptions, so you can kind of sort of go back and see a lot of these experiences that I had. You know what's the ones that you haven't seen, the ones that you haven't seen, if you ain't caught up, because a lot of people ain't caught up. They just hear us in here talking and doing this all the time, but they don't really, they have not really seen in like a lot of the experiences I've had, which I had like thousands of experiences from every psychedelic. I had thousands of experiences, but let's go on and just jump right into it. You know, not even play with it. Let's just go on and jump right into it. Make sure you hit that like button, and yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. Food or like ice cream or something. So I'll eat different kind of ice creams, and I'll be tasting different kind of ice creams or whatever, and then I'll pick up a cigarette. Like what I was saying was, I'll pick up a cigarette and I'll smoke the cigarette, and now that cigarette has took the place of the ice cream. Now instead of eating ice cream or whatever, or this thing over
I never
here,
smoked
now
cigarettes though,
I'm
so
testing out these different
I don't know
things.
where that came from.
So it
What
was
up,
like
Ghetto
this
Einstein?
bad thing took over and knocked out some of the good shit.
And that's not only with just like a cigarette or smoking. That's with like me doing these lives, me always being here doing YouTube, me doing all the different things that I do to try to, make this just go. It made me stop doing other things that I was doing, other things, and it was and that was with everything, bro, that I was doing. It was like fucking crazy, man. It was like I was seeing myself getting caught up in certain things, even with tripping
I
on
have no
mushrooms
idea
or
what I'm talking
diving
about
in.
right now.
You
I
feel
ain't
me? I
even
got
gonna
to
hold
certain
you.
points to where I dove in so much, and like I was doing so much at the time, but the like it was switching up, bro. Like I was jumping to too many different fucking things, and like I wouldn't stay planted on one, because soon as I start doing this, it'll kind of push that away. So it was like almost like a person, like a person, like I said, being Muslim or a person being Christian. They lose they self and they become the god or the thing that they're worshiping. They don't even be they self no more. Now they this person. You feel me? They not even
That's
they playing a whole different part, a whole different structure. And like,
that's wild because like the transformation of psychedelics itself, it does that to a lot of people to where it transform you into something else. Like and like I think like with me, like all the time of my diving in, like I never wanted to, be like all these other things. Like I didn't want to be a shaman. Like I didn't want to be like Terrence McKenna. I didn't want to be. I always loved being who I was. Even though I was grabbing the information and I was learning the information, I could still give the information and spit the information without losing myself in it. To where I was becoming this other thing that people become. They become this other thing that it's like Christianity, right? Like when you go in and you start learning Christianity, you become a Christian. Spirituality, like you dive in on mushrooms, you become this totally other person that I didn't want to be. I love being myself. That's it and that's all. You feel me? I like being me. I never wanted to not be me. I never wanted to be that thing over there. Like I like to go in and experience it and see it, get the information, give the information back, but I didn't I didn't want to change myself to the point to where I'm not me no more. Now when I talk, I sound like this person or I sound like that person. It's like, nah, I like being the authentic, whatever me is.
I
Say,
was seeing
I
that
don't
too,
want
to
to be
where
around
we
the
come
spirit
in and we play
reality
these
there.
different
Spirit, I
parts,
feel you.
but
They get
each
a lot of
time
time.
we take on one of these parts, we losing ourselves, because we giving ourselves to these things, and it was like, oh shit, bro, it was fucking freaky, but it was dope at the same time because I could understand it, and I seen all the things I was giving myself to, that I said, oh shit, fuck that. I said I ain't doing that shit no more. I said I ain't.
Yeah.
It's not like I ain't even gonna be smoking as much as I was. Watch what I
Yes,
tell
I
you. I
am.
said I ain't doing this. A lot of shit I'm not gonna be doing no more, because it's like I don't, I lost myself in a lot of different things, bro. It's crazy because even as you seeing all this stuff, you figuring yourself out, and how your self work, how your mind works, and how your mind see things, how your mind grasps things, why your mind is addicted to things, why it like this, why it like that, bro.
And that's what I always thought it was about. Like diving in. It wasn't diving in to see all these different realities or to it was always about understanding me and knowing me and seeing the way how I react to things, seeing the way that I act towards this, seeing the why I get where did I get getting mad at certain situations from? Where did that all come from? What it took to build the reality that I'm looking at right now that I created? Not like all that other stuff doesn't even matter. It's like what happened along the way to make me look at life the way I look at life? Because everybody else, like in a sense, didn't matter. I'm not saying that they don't matter, they don't exist. I'm just saying what they doing doesn't matter. Only thing that matters is what I'm doing and how I'm doing and where did that come from. So it was like more every time I dove in, that was like some of the things I was always on, is figuring out myself, the way I think, the way my mind works.
Like I, I don't even know how to explain it. Like
And I still
there's
be
really no
explaining
words
it
for
though.
it, but it is because we do it like all the time, and then just being in there and some of like that one place, bro. It just seemed like the shit lasts so long that you get it. Like, bro, like even like when I seen the shit that looked like Christmas tree shit, like it was like an entity though. Picture this giant entity, head like all. It's the shape now. It's the triangle shape almost, but it's not. It's like a triangle hat on the fucking thing, and the face it's just shaped like that. But in it, it's all kind of stuff. It's like little like buildings and like little structures and you feel me, fucking hieroglyphs and you like like eyes and mouths and you feel me, like some of everything that exists here, but it's within that little pyramid that's shaped like a face or something. And it got little tentacles that come out on the side, but it looked like a building. That shit was gold though, but
Yeah, that's it
it
was.
kept on like every time it spit out another gold building, it'll like cover the whole thing and you'll just see that gold building. And it was like sometimes it'll be like a building, but then sometimes it'll be like a little like city or something, but all that shit was like gold. And and it was like fucking
And this is
trippy.
this that's the crazy thing, because whenever it do that right there, that thing right there, it do it in so many different ways to me. Like one time, like I said, it was coming out the head of the pharaoh mask, like how the snake be coming out the head, but it was like it'll turn to like Jesus, and then that'll morph into Buddha, and it'll like it's like another one to come out. Like each time they come out, it'll cover the other one, and when it did this right here, the thing that is to me that it's showing me is how everything started from one thing. Say like religion started from one religion, and out of that religion came another religion, and out of that religion came another religion, and it was like it was always the same religion, but you people couldn't see that. Like people couldn't see that the all the religions is the same religion. They just stem from one religion. Like the same way we are made. How like it started from one man and woman, and then they had kids, and then they kids had kids, and then they kids had kids. Ideas and the mind works the same way. It's like it's no different. It works the same way. The different things that we make, like religion, buildings, or whatever, does the same thing. They transform and they keep kind of going and going and going and going and changing themselves. But it still be the same structure, it still be the same building. The same phenomenon described in different ways. Exactly. Exactly. Just like that, Stilo Free. It's the same thing, but it's just transforming itself over and over. But it still be the same thing, and it's like it be crazy, bro.
Shit,
It'd be
bro. That
crazy.
shit was trippy as shit.
It'd be
Even
crazy.
even when I got to the part and I seen the fucking place, that shit remind me so much of fucking Santa Claus and the fucking elves and shit. You feel me?
Oh
It was like a place like
wow,
that, and it was weird how it had all these different
that was.
I would say
I remember that part
the
right
little
there,
belt
like
things that
clearly.
the shit fly on, but it wasn't like a belt. It
The
was like
conveyor
some
belt,
other
like
weird
almost.
shit built into some shit that had some things on top of it, and they was just like going by in like zigzags, but it was like thoughts and ideas and like people. It was like it was generating life, but it wasn't. But it was like another part of fucking some other type life or something. But it was like
It almost looked like Santa's workshop, like straight up Santa's workshop, and it was like these elf like creatures, but they weren't like, like looking real like us. They was more like almost on some Minecraft stuff. But you can see them, and it was like weird because say if reality had a way that it was going right. That's the way it was going. Everything was being made going like this, going this way right here, and all these little creatures and stuff, these little elf things was helping make reality, and reality was just going on like a conveyor belt or something. It was trippy. But even when I seen the like the Christmas like the Christmas like thing, like that right there was like to me was showing me how things in this reality that we create like Christmas, it creates an entity. Like Christmas itself is its own entity, its own living being that exists. But we just see ourselves celebrating Christmas and getting Christmas trees and giving presents, but we don't understand that that thing right there is feeding a whole creature, a whole entity that's existing out there. That's what that thing is doing. And we don't see that entity. We only see the small part that we play in it to create it and make it what it is. It's like it's the trippiest thing, bro. But what you say? Christ Alpha Omega Christ. I and Omega is the OM symbol from electricity. Oh dang! What's up with it, Joe Crow? What's up with it, Brandon? What it
Generating
do?
thoughts and ideas and shit. It was coming out of
What's
machine.
up, Al
And
Dog?
it's like, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, damn, bro, I'm sorry I'm cussing a lot today, but that shit was fucking crazy. That shit was crazy. All I could say is what the fuck because half the shit I was seeing I couldn't
Al
even break it
Dizzle.
down and put a name on it or really
Yeah,
explain what it was because it was something beyond. It was the beyond. It was the beyond. That's what it was. It was the beyond.
and that's what's
But
wild because you see the beyond, but then you also see the in between the beyond. You don't just get the beyond; you see the in between. Also, what it took to even get there. What's good with it, cousin? What it either even took to get there. You feel me? Like that's what I was talking about the other day because I'm starting to notice that what it takes for the brain to go to get to make eyesight, that in between of that thing, sometimes you'll be in that to where it takes for the brain, for the eyes to send back the information to create reality. That right there that whatever that is in there, sometimes you be in there, and it look like fractal designs almost. That's like you can see it sometimes, like when you waking up out your sleep, when you had a long night of sleep, that space, and you come back, and it's like you almost going through a tunnel or something, and you seeing all these little fractal little designs. Boom, that part right there, that space in between there is a space that has realities within that spot right there, and you'll go through those realities. You'll be in those realities on mushrooms. You'll be in those places, and you'll be going. You don't think that's why it always feels like I've been here before. I know this place because that place exists within you. You travel it all the time. You always going through that place to get here to make this what it is, and it's like it's weird, but it's trippy, bro.
the
It's
Adam
trippy. It's
shit, bro.
dope.
No, what I was
Spaces
trying to
in
say
between,
with that
aka
was with the Christmas tree
liminal.
and shit
Oh
is
dang, I
you
didn't. Yeah,
start seeing the different things. Why out
yeah.
here
It
on
lasted
this
forever.
side, why we do the things that we do, why we celebrate certain holidays, what the Christmas tree is and where it come from. Like it's not just a Christmas tree. That shit is an entity. It's some type of weird ass entity. And you
I didn't
see it
watch it before
like
this.
it connect all the dots like the trees,
It
like the
started
pine
forever.
trees, the way the pine trees grow, the way the bud
Hold,
grows
let me
on
grab this comment. Joe Crow said, You said one thing starts the other. What's the Egyptian symbol for women or man? The other one looks like an electric tool. Alpha Omega Greek alphabet looks like it. Yeah, exactly, exactly, Joe Crow. That's what's crazy because each one complements the other. Each one adds a certain aspect to the other reality. That's why they all together. Deja vu, huh? That's why they all together. They connected, but each one kind of adds a little part to the other one in order to make this one. And like this one come together to make another one, to create another one. And it's like it goes on and on, like it's an infinite amount of them that goes on and on. It doesn't. It's like it doesn't stop.
Weed, trees, it's like you see all the little connections of it
Yeah,
all, bro. Like it was like connecting all those things that made that one thing. So it's like that energy couldn't that energy only can take that shape. It didn't matter what it programmed itself
that's the part.
into.
That's
It only can take that shape to where it'll do like this. It'll grow like this.
like the pyramid form almost. Like even like that's one thing that I see a lot too is to where the entities that we see on psychedelics, you'll see within reality. They'll take the same form, but they'll be like a hammer or the top of your lotion. Or there'll be certain things that inanimate objects within reality that these entities will take the shape of. And they'll deform that thing will take the form of that entity, even though it's an inanimate object. We'll make stuff. We will make stuff like my weight bench, like my punching bag in the back with my dip bar. Like it was shaped like the one guy with the horns. Like I was seeing like every time I was coming out, like after I'm seeing these entities, I can see different things within the reality that took the form of that entity. That took the form because us not knowing that these entities are living within us and we create something, we taking the energy of these entities and boom, we putting it in the form of something that doesn't move. Like almost like how we do the statues, or but it goes beyond that. It could be like cars can be the shape of an entity that we probably don't know. That we don't know, but that energy is playing out within those things. That energy is becoming those things, and then we take those things and we constantly evolve those things and make them stronger, make them better. But they just how they exist up here, they're coming out here in different ways, bro. It's like it's crazy. It's crazy.
It'll grow like in this
It's crazy.
triangular thing.
Wait, hold on. Let me
If you think
grab this comment. It say sounds like you're describing Carl Jung's concept, the archetypes of the universal unconsciousness. Oh, you got to send me that video, Pi May. I have. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me take a picture so I can remember this, so I can look that up. Cause I ain't looked at a lot of Carl Jung. I only seen a couple of his things. But I'm gonna have to go check that out. That's crazy. That's crazy. That probably is exactly what it is right there. The archetypes, and it's crazy because the archetypes, like me, the way I'm looking at it, at what you're saying is like they all exist within us. You feel me? We go and make the forms because we are the archetype of the things that we build. But those things that exist in here that we can't see, we make the form of them on the outside. You feel me? And then we'll be like, it's trippy. It's trippy.
I'm bushing. Go out and like next time you
Shout
go
out
out,
Mr.
go look
TJ
at certain
Sober.
things, and
Golly.
you'll see certain things.
Cars
It didn't.
after
It don't
women.
matter if it's a mushroom. It don't matter if it's a house
I'm in
being built.
France.
It don't matter if
See,
it's
so
grass
their
growing.
angels,
Like
bro.
everything got this. Some things got this same energy to where it don't matter when it come into the reality. It grows the same way. It's made in the same aspect of that one thing right there, and it doesn't matter what it is, living or non-living. Whether
And it's wild because after so many experiences, you start to see the patterns, like not just the patterns of things that are coming into reality or that's growing in reality. You start to see they're no different than the patterns of our minds, our thoughts, or the way life goes. Everything is going and working within this pattern, going in this pattern. That's the wild part that you
it's
begin to
alive
see.
or it's not alive.
And we call it the pattern
That's
network.
crazy, man.
It like,
It the OG
and I think it's just
seeds,
the energy
I mean,
though. It's like
herbivore
it's this
seeds.
energy entity
Tripping
though,
balls.
bro. That nigga remind me of the Anunnaki, bro. It's that flying creature thing on the Anunnaki. Cause I'm telling you, I was it. Look, when I like, it was a time to where I went through all my experience when my life played before my eyes, bro. I went through all my experiences, every experience I ever had. It just flowed through them like water, bro. Every experience, though, it was like
And
every experience I ever had was like boom, 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 boom.
I wonder if y'all ever did that, like when you dove in, and then boom, you go to do something, and then you flow through, like you see all your experiences at one time, like boom, and it just go all through all of them, and you can see them all clearly. You can see them all clearly, but you'll just go through all of them, and you just going, oh wow, okay, I remember that one. Okay, I remember that. I remember that. I remember that. But you'll just kind of go through all of them and see all your experiences. It's like it'll take you back to that. It'll take you back to that and give you a glance of it.
Not just that, but my life too. But I'm just saying, all those experiences, I noticed them, and I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, but it happened so
Oh man,
fast. I just was like, what the fuck?
it's
You feel me?
9:30.
It was like it's you can't even like drop it in words, cause it's like half the time, like I wasn't even me no more. Like I like me. The like this reality wasn't even a thing, but this reality was like in between your fingernail type shit. Like if you get what I'm saying, this reality was like I said, in between your fingernail. It wasn't even a thing. It was so much other shit, bro, beyond this. Like even when my perception got spreaded, bro, it was like the walls came off. It was like the walls fell down. The roof
Yeah,
caved.
I
The
can see
roof
the
was
whole
gone.
sky,
All of it
everything.
disappeared, and I could see. I'm talking about like forever, both ways, like all around, bro. And it was like it looked almost
That's
like
wild.
Tron mixed with Avatar. Like everything had these weird ass colors, and you feel me, and it was like Tron mixed with Avatar, but you could feel it's like your perception just went so far, bro. Your
You can
consciousness
kind of
just
feel
boom spread
everything. This is
everything,
the like
everything. You only
the like the oneness thing that I get a lot of, to where I kind of become one with everything around me, with everything that I can see, as far as I can feel, as far as my consciousness can go. I can feel it all, and I can become one with it. But it's like just kind of weird. It's a weird feeling. If you
even
had
see
it,
it the
you know
same.
it's
It looked
crazy.
like you like I was in a
It's kind of
video
scary.
game or something. I don't like a movie or something. It was like it was at times, bro, I didn't even know who I was. Like it was a couple times I didn't know who the fuck I was. Like a few
Hey,
times.
true,
Huh.
Eric B.
true.
Let's
You
see.
you you
Have
you are
lost my
very
last name was
advanced.
like a sad
You are
mouth
very
with a
advanced.
bunch of hooded
Very
road.
advanced.
No, I just
Right, this shit is
Randomly like
crazy.
powerful wooden
yeah, I kind
board.
of just laid
Dang.
there, bro. I let it take me,
Pale
but it's
horse
weird,
riding.
man. I'm telling you, when I seen that
That's
Adam
crazy.
shit, bro, that shit
Going
was
to Portals
creepy.
being
I said,
Anunnaki.
this a wicked
I can't
understanding. When I
spell.
seen that Adam
Uh,
shit,
no, I'm gonna break it down. What happened with it? It just ain't got to like the part where I talked about the Anunnaki part. You feel me? Because it was so long ago. This video was so long ago, bro. It was a year ago.
I said,
It's
because
gonna get to that
you
part.
always think, like, sometimes I be thinking, like, the mushrooms don't be talking, but it's like the whole time they be speaking. They never stop talking. They
Yeah,
fucking
they
talk too
never.
much.
They
They
they,
talk
they
too much.
constantly.
So when I was seeing it, like I come in, like I'm seeing like his legs and I'm seeing his back and his body and stuff, bro. But he was like working on this machine. I could see like behind him, and he was like working on this machine, bro. It looked like it almost remind me of when Morty transformed into that goddamn computer simulation machine and had all the little tentacle shits on it, but this shit was black. You feel me? It was like that. You feel me? And like it was kind of some of it was like kind of wrapped around his leg and like around his arm and right here because the way he was close to it. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm going, what the fuck is that? And it's like that's like it's Adam, and I'm like Adam, and I got as I was getting closer,
This was
I
trippy.
could feel it and I could tell like for sure, like it was like Adam, the first human. Can't no other human. There's no such thing as another human after Adam. Adam was the only human. What we are is not even human, but Adam was the first human, and there couldn't be another one made. Like that was it. That was the only. But he was the only one, and he was like kind of lonely, so he.
Hey, it's crazy because that part was like way far out, bro. Cause like it was like this swole looking dude standing there naked, and then it was like this giant like tree like looking thing. It was like a black tree, and like the roots went up into the ceiling, and then the roots went into the ground. Like the same way the roots was in the ground, the roots was in the ceiling. But you couldn't see the ceiling, you couldn't see the ground. You can just see how the roots went through each one, and it was like cloudy, like clouds covering everything to where you couldn't see like only like it wasn't even clouds, it was fog mainly. It was like fog. But the Adam dude was standing there, and you know he was on this like computer like looking thing that was built into the tree. And what he was actually doing was making this reality right here. Because he was in that reality for so long, bro. For so long. By himself. I'm talking about for a millennium by himself. To where he had to come up with this. He had to come up and generate this reality. And once he made this reality, people could actually live. That was the only way other people or anything like him could be generated. Like it couldn't be another one of him made. He was the only one. It was almost like he was the only one. It couldn't be another one made. That was like the trippy part. And I'm like going, what the hell? I'm like, bro, it was mind blowing. Mind blowing.
He
But
built a
it
machine
was
to
dope.
create this shit. But you could feel the loneliness, and you could feel the foreverness, the infinity, the bro. You could feel it. It was
I
not,
know, bro.
man.
Was
I'm
he there
telling you,
The
forever?
wait, bro.
forever, forever.
Did it
He was
feel
there so long. He made this.
did it
He
feel a little
Yeah,
scary
he was
to
there
feel
so
that
long he
forever, or
made
did it feel
this.
like that?
I
Damn.
Like
I
so
wasn't
long.
my
Just keep on
I
saying I'm
wasn't
being loud.
myself.
I can't help it.
So like I wasn't me. Like me,
Oh,
I
thanks,
wasn't me, bro.
Christos.
I was this other entity. I was like this Anunnaki entity just going through these
That was
different
wow
places.
right there.
Like I wasn't even me. So it's like
Did
when I guess that's maybe that's why I understood why I was seeing, because everything I was seeing,
And
bro, I'm telling you, it's an aspect of me that understands the shit.
Yeah.
and that's the part I never could understand. That part of me that always seeing these things but could understand it. But it's wild because it wasn't the me that's right here. Because the me that's right here would be looking at it and trying to figure it out, what's going on and all these different things like in this human way, but it's a different person within me, a different entity within me that goes through these things, that's always traveled and always seen these things, that know these things. So that thing right there knows what it's doing. And it's like this Anunnaki looking creature, this Anunnaki being. And it's wild because it's it's wild. It's like this Anunnaki type creature, but he sees everything and he knows what's going on. And he's paying attention to it and he's explaining it. And he's showing me at the same time where he's still taking me places and taking me to other places, showing me other things, just reality and whatever,
Like
bro.
even when I was sitting
I
in the
even
different
remember what he looked
realities,
like
bro,
though.
it
I'll
was a
explain how
me
he
that
looked
was
in a
controlling
minute.
it and making the realities and showing me how they're connected. And the in between was these fucking neon lit up fucking symbols and shit, and weird ass little, I don't know what to call it, but it was like the in between each reality. But each reality wasn't even that far apart, bro. It was like a mirror, but it wasn't a mirror. When I say a mirror, not like the mirror that's in there, bro. Not like the mirror that's in there. It was a mirror made out of some other shit, but it was a mirror. But it wasn't like that mirror.
Now,
Nothing like it. Nothing
now, see,
like
that's the part that gets me is the fact that that it was all like a mirror of this reality. It didn't matter what reality you went to, it was still like a reflection of this reality. And but the reflection, it's almost like, okay, if you reflect everything off a mirror, it shows everything. But let's say you get like one of them mirrors that's made out of just some shiny metal. It doesn't show the whole aspect of reality. It only shows like small parts.
You didn't hear that?
What?
That lady outside?
No, I ain't tripping off her.
Dogs was just barking. She was all up in the gate and talking about some, is it Jessica and Monica here?
She talking about she next door.
Okay, because I didn't know, because you know people be
Oh,
tripping.
no, they next door. That's not over here.
Yeah, she was all up in the gate and stuff.
No, that's not over here. That's next door. But I maybe forget what I was saying. I got lost. But no, dang, I forgot what I was saying. Let me go and just play it because I forgot where I was going.
But you can see each one like doing something different.
Oh, okay,
Each
that's what I
one,
was
but
talking about. Okay, yeah, the mirrors. They weren't like that. They was like polished, like some polished silver. But it wasn't polished to the point to where you can see everything reflecting off of it. You only can see certain things that will reflect off of that mirror. And then in this one, you only can see other certain things that wasn't even the same as the reflection off this one. But it didn't matter which reality you was looking in, it was still a reflection of this. Say this one only reflected the spiritual part, the spirit part of reality. This one only reflected the human part of reality. This one only reflected the technology of reality. But they were all still this reality. It was just it was crazy, bro. It was
But it was
crazy.
just one
It
in the
was
middle that was
crazy.
actually doing stuff, but then all the other ones was variations of that one.
Of
And it
that
was
of
like I was
this
this
one.
guy back here looking down, controlling it, going, you feel me, doing shit. But telling you, bro, it was me like kind of controlling, doing shit. But
Sick.
damn, okay, where
That
was I at?
that's wild because when you think about it, it lets you know like with us and the way we go about life, the way we come up with all these different ideas and we create these other realities. Who you think controlling these realities? How you think you know what goes on in the spirit world? How you think you know what goes on in all these different realities? Because we are the ones who created and made these realities. That's why we know. We can go and we can see it and we can tell. We can be like, hey, well, in the fourth dimension, this happens. In the third dimension, this happens. In this reality, this happens. Because we're the ones who creating all these different things. You feel me? All of them are part of what this is. They're just a spin-off of what this is. They're just not even a spin-off. They just a reflection of certain parts of this reality. That's why all of them come together, and when all of them come together, they make this one right here. This one is sitting smack dead in the center of all the realities, all of them, and it's just all of them are just reflections of what this is right here, and they're playing a part in order to help make this reality what it is.
God damn, bro. I'm telling you, Master
Can't
Creator,
stop cursing.
that first 2 hours seemed like forever, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's
It
all it
seemed like
takes.
forever.
2
The
hours
first
of
two.
time. 2 hours of our time is all it takes for us to feel an
And
infinity or a type of.
Yeah, to get
I
that
don't know how to
infinity.
explain it. It's beyond time. It's like time don't even exist down there.
That
yeah,
yeah,
it's
you
it's
get
it's
that.
weird because I was
Yeah,
like
it's
going,
freaky. Yeah,
man,
portals.
okay, yeah, that Adam
Damn,
shit, bro.
Black Mirrors. Yeah,
I'm
Was there
telling
like
you, I
other
was at.
animals with Adam?
No, no,
it was
nigga, it
nothing.
was
It
just
was
at
just
what no such thing as no animal. Animal? Like,
Yeah.
no, he was the only living being. There was no other real living. He was the only living creature that existed.
and
There
that
was
tree
no
and
other.
that giant black
There
tree.
was no
That
way
it
to
was just
make
him and that
another.
tree. It was it was
It
it
was
was
just him.
it was
And he was the only
wild,
one
bro.
made.
That
He was
was
the only
wild.
true one, the only real one, the only one in existence, period. There was nothing else, nobody else. It was that computer. I when I look
And
once
it's wild because I keep calling it a computer, but it wasn't that. Whatever it was built into the tree, but he was connected to the tree. He was connected to the tree, which, oh wow, bro, that is just wild. That's wild. It's just wild to think about. Like I like just
after
seeing
I
it. Like I
seen it,
wish
and
I can
like I
get a
popped
depiction
all
and
when I
draw it.
popped all the way out because, bro, I'm telling you, I was so far gone. I wasn't myself. I wasn't me. Like me did not exist.
And
So
that's the part that I say. It's like when you dive in, that's how far you trying to go. You trying to go beyond what you think you are. You trying to go beyond what human is. You trying to go beyond what this reality is. You trying to step outside of this. That's the only way you can get the stuff from outside of this. Or else everything you gonna be getting is gonna be already built. It's gonna be already from here. So it's like, can we get outside of that? And I think that's what I had practiced on for so long, was trying to get all the way outside of my realm of thoughts, my way of thinking, my way of seeing things, trying to get outside of that thing. He said, let's see, do you think there are levels above us and below, like a building? I think it's levels above, below, and on both sides. I think all the way around, bro. I don't. I think all the way around. I think it's like that. It's like a three. It's levels everywhere. Like they in all directions. You can't put them like above and below because each one complements the other. Each one complements the other. Like I can't say that my fingers is better than my toes because my fingers pick up stuff and do all these things. My toes do something totally different, but they're still part of the whole of my whole body. So that's the same with like going like these places. Like they part of this. They each one is made in order to complement this, or this one is made to complement that. You feel me? Each like they couldn't exist without each other. They couldn't exist. They wouldn't be. So they all had they that's how they had to do. Like it's like they all together, bro.
when I got to certain other parts and all this other shit happened, and I opened my eyes and like I'm like looking around, I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Everything just looked it fucked up. I was just like, what the fuck is this place? Like I jumped out my bed and I went outside and and I'm going, oh, okay, wait, hold on, these fucking mushrooms I done took with Rob. I'm like, let me call Rob. And then me explaining it to him like brought me back into reality. Me talking to him brought me back into reality because
Cause
I'm
I was
telling you, when I
far
laid
gone.
down,
I
I
was
was
far
listening to that
gone.
God frequency.
I was
It was a point to
gone.
where I gave in. I next level gave in to where I just, it seemed like when you let yourself go, it's like you go outside of yourself, but you don't. It's like you, like, you just let this go and it just like kind of falls off because it's covering something. It's like it just rips off and falls off. And you become this other shit. But this other shit kind of sort of knows what it's fucking doing. So it was like, oh man,
Yeah,
bro.
you become that other thing, and that
I was
other
even
thing,
telling
that
Master
inner
Creator and them, it
you,
was even at
which
that
we can
part
call the
where
higher
it
self.
was
You can put
me
any
and
name
another
on it,
guy, bro, and
but
we
it
had these
boom. It
devices,
knows what to
and with
do.
these
It's been in these
devices
situations. It's always
we
doing it.
traveled through dimensions with these devices, and we were sitting there talking about where the fuck we was going next, where we was going next, like it was
But
fucking.
like that part right there was crazy because I don't even know this dude, but I'm in the reality, and me and this guy is talking to where we can see all the realities beyond us, beyond I mean below us, and we looking at these devices, and in the device, like you can generate what reality you want it to go to, and we're talking about it like, okay, yeah, this time I'm about to go to 19, I'm about to go to 1897. Oh man, well I'm gonna go to the 1200s, and like boom, and we hit it, and we out of there, we gone to wherever we want to go within
Trippy,
this
bro, but it
device
was
that we
normal.
had.
It was like it was normal. And like the way the realities even looked, they was like the way they looked, it was like it wasn't like even in screens, it was like a gang of realities that spread like everything like this is, but everything was like a reality. It wasn't separated or nothing like that, bro. It was fucking hella weird. But we was like, oh, okay, yeah, oh, I went to that one before. Oh, I'm gonna go to this one right now, and you feel me? And then we
That
shot
was
off,
trippy.
and I'm going. And
It was like I'm
like
froze
I didn't
right there. I
grasp what
didn't,
was
boy,
happening
he
until like a little
grabbed
bit
me.
later, and I was like, "What the fuck was that shit?" I'm like going, "What the?" I'm like going, bro. I'm like, man, hell no. I'm like, yeah, we don't know what the fuck is all going on. I said, man, yeah, I
Dang.
oh shit, I think
Okay.
me said,
It's kind of wild, bro, because this is why it's good to record or to jot down all of your experiences. Because when you jot down all your experiences, you can see the connections. You can see, you know, where you went to like a place like say like when I became the Anunnaki entity. Like before this, I remember when I was listening to the God frequency and I kept I was listening to an old school song I was listening to and I kept popping out of my body. And every time I pop out, I became that Anunnaki entity, which looks like a god king or something. And then it was like, planets and these other little circle like things, squares or whatever, floating around and on the circle and squares like it had gold around it, and then it'd be like a ruby or it'd be a sapphire or it'd be a diamond. It like within these different shapes, and they were floating around me. But when you look in them, you can see the realities. You can see life going on within each one. And I'm like pop. It's like I popped out of my forehead, bro, almost like this, like boom, and like out of my forehead, I'm this Anunnaki entity like this, with this stuff circling around my head, and like I can see myself from both aspects, from the front, the back, and everything, and I'm just like, whoa, bro, like to where every time I heard that sound, it would happen. It'll pop me out of myself. And I was like, boom. And I'm like that same Anunnaki entity. And I'm looking at, looking in the different realities and these different jewels and stuff that's floating around my head. This is why it's good to record your stuff or jot your stuff down, because you'll start seeing the connections that led you up to even having the magnificent experience that you had later. And then you start seeing the connections that show you that the entities and the things that you are seeing are you. They're like, they exist within everybody. They not just me. Not just me. Like when I become this entity, it's not just me. It's all of us. It's all of us, because that thing is existing within all of us in order to help generate this. It's creating a certain aspect of reality. And it's like the weirdest thing, but it's dope to be able to go back and see it and see how far you came. See what you seen. It's the most beautifulest thing. But let's see, like if I shift gear on a dirt bike, it won't shift yours to you. Gotta shift your own gear to yourself. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You gotta put in the work. You gotta do it. Cause it exists within everybody. How you think anybody can come out and become Jesus, or can have that spiritual awakening, because these things exist within everybody. It's not just for, it's not that it's just us awakening the things and being able to see them. We put them on the forefront and putting them on the table and being able to see it and being able to experience it, because we're living in the illusion of what the world said we should live in. And by us doing that, we're not seeing all these other things over here. We're busy going to work, trying to fix our car, paying bills, trying to get a house, trying to do all these other things. You feel me? Which is still part of that thing. Now, when we call it, we'll go, oh, that's an illusion. Like, all of it is that illusion. All of it is. But even that aspect of it, that's why it's so fundamental to still run and do those things, to be able to do those things, because that is still part of it. That's part of this other thing making it into that. I don't know how to break that all the way down, but it's like the trippiest thing, bro. It seems like something happens within a day or so, everyone else seen it. Yeah, Joe Crow. Yeah, they say we light beings that are just fractalized into different realities. Yeah, Anu Peace. That's what I feel like we are that light being. This just a fractal. Each person is just a fractal of the whole. Each person is just a small. Like I wouldn't even say a fractal. It's so small. It's so small. Like when you go out there and you stand at the beach, how big the ocean is. Like we are so small compared to the whole. But the mind that we have has access to the whole because we are a part of the whole. So we have access to it. We can go see it. We can go venture off and we can go see all of it. We got access to it. I think that's why we dive in on psychedelics, because being that we part of it, the psychedelics show us the full nature of things. It doesn't take nothing away. It show us the full nature. You feel me? Like it show you the way the God thing just kind of kept transforming itself. Like even it didn't matter how they explained it, it was still that same thing. It didn't matter what religion, what idea, what person had was explaining it. And even though they was using different names or different terminology, it was still talking about the same thing. It was still the same thing. It just came in the form that you needed it to come in. Everything always comes to us the way we want it to come. If we want it to be bad, it'll be that. If we want it to be good, it'll be that. It's just always, it's weird, bro, because it's always us making the forms and making the things. And it's wild because we talked about this yesterday. That's why when certain people come to you with stuff, you don't have to accept everything somebody gives to you. Like you can see the entity or the reality that thing is making once they bring it to you. So when they bring it to you, you don't gotta accept it. I can listen to it, even though it might get stored in my memory, in my subconscious mind. I don't have to take it. I don't have to accept it, especially if I see what it's doing to you. If I see what it's creating in you and it's creating something, I can let that thing stay dormant in me. I don't have to awaken it. I only like to awaken the things that I feel like I need to awaken. Because everybody want to awaken all of it, but I don't think you're not really ready to awaken all of it and be everything and become the words you talk and become the words on this screen, become this. You're not ready for that. I don't think everybody is ready for that. It's the most scariest feeling. It's the most scariest feeling ever. If you play with the laser, you can see symbols and numbers in the light while tripping. Yeah, I remember we was talking about that a long time ago. That's why I said even when you go out and you tripping in the sun, it's the same thing. You can see the hieroglyphs and the letters in the sun coming down, beaming down in the sunlight. Or even with almost any kind of light, you see that. It's crazy, bro. And we're used to thinking as a drop instead of being the whole ocean. Yeah, exactly. But that's like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it though, Anu. Like that's what we do. That's what we supposed to do. This is how we get, because we play the little fractals. We play the role of the little fractals. But when they all come together, what do? They make the whole. So somebody got to play the little parts of the little fractal parts of life. Somebody has to, and this is what we doing. Each one of us is taking a little, here go this little part. Oh, this look like life right here. I'm gonna be it. This part, this look like life over here. Oh, I'm gonna be that. But all of them are still making the whole thing together as one. You feel me? But that's it with this one. This video right here, man. I'm about to, cause I got it closed down. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share the full video on YouTube and open this video so everybody can watch it. So you feel me? Cause I gotta take off. I gotta get ready and go to work. But this was a good video. This was a good video. I ain't gonna hold you. And it goes, I go more into depth about a lot of different things in it, but I didn't know it was gonna be an hour. I didn't know it was gonna be this long. You feel me right now? I didn't even get that far into the video. I think we only got, dang, not even 20 minutes. Not even 20 minutes. We only got like 22 minutes into the video. We wasn't even all the way into the video. So I'm going to post it though on YouTube so y'all can check it out. I know some people already seen it, but it's a good one to go back and actually view. Nope, a lot of people didn't even watch this video. That's crazy. Did a lot of people, only 200 people actually watched this video a year ago. So I'm gonna send the what's name on there, and yeah, man, I'm gonna jet on out. You know, thanks for everybody for stopping by. To like the live, y'all. Yeah, cause I'm gonna start like early. I'm gonna start doing lives early. Like, you know, like I'm gonna try every day if I can, because I get up so early, and then, you know, I'm gonna start coming in here and start going over a lot of these mushroom and DMT experiences that I had, to bring them back to light, to shed light for the new people that's here that haven't seen them, or, you know, just see us on here just talking and lollygagging. This because, like I said, I didn't talk about everything. Like, I feel like there's nothing that we haven't went over or talked about on these live streams. We didn't did it. We didn't did it. So it's like, I just be kind of kicking back. I didn't seen so much. You feel me? It's like, man, you get to that point to where all you want to do, you just want to be. You just want to live. You just want to live life. And, you know, and that's what it's been about, like, lately. You know, spending time with my family, spending time with y'all, with my friends, and just, you know, basically just living. And yeah, that's about it. But I thank y'all for stopping by. And yeah, man, later on, like, because I know I'm going to be on late, so later on I might come back in. We'll see. But